I just woke up about just an hour ago. Mad just an hour ago. Um, it's, I just want to use a little buddy for a minute. And to that, my other camera is unoccupied right now. But I always like using Lil Buddy as for my expressions videos. And so because you get a little bit of movement in me and all that stuff. This one's not gonna be anything musical related, but at the same time it is. It's mainly like creativity and dreams. Question: how often do you remember? Do you remember a lot of your dreams of it? And why are dreams so a little bit taboo if you really think about it? Because of dreams just don't mean anything. But I remember watching this study about it saying that dreams are a defense mechanism, it's more like a warning of such. Which I had to like sit down and think about that part for a moment. Or just like some revelationist stuff. Like when I was in French class, if I hadn't do an assignment, I would have dreams where everybody was speaking in French fluently. They would just be like, "Oh, I forgot I need to do this French task real quick." Or it never happened in Spanish. I don't know why, but it always happened when I was in French class. It was like, "Hey, you have an assignment due," and everyone was speaking French. I was like, "Why is everyone speaking French in my dreams?" Makes sense of it. And also some other vivid dreams of where I am at the old house, and it was just like a group of people who were just playing music. It's almost like as if I have my own recording studio of some sort of it, and I was with somebody, but yeah, I'm not even close near that person at all whatsoever. But it's almost as if we were like together. But yeah, those things are congruent into itself of it. It's just weird because it's just, our dreams actually a valid thing because of, it seems like they aren't at the same time that they are of it, saying that they're this defense mechanism to help us for survival kind of deal, which is an interesting concept of it. Back to the French studies assignment, was like, hey, if I need to graduate, I need to finish my French assignment so I can graduate. Of those things. It's still a survival technically instinct in my defense of those things. Yep, they are. And sometimes I believe too that dreams do have like warnings of certain things, because of one other vivid dream of where I was at that church. This was like way early of it, and just like everybody on the worship team attacked me for no apparent reason. And it's like, now in the future, this was like 6 or 7 years ago, I still remember it vividly and still fighting it to this day. And now in this time where I'm at right now, it's just like, oh, can you say that I talked to any of those people on the team? Absolutely not. Especially the ones that attacked me, and it was oddly true. Backstabbing. I love that song with the OJs. It was the OJs? Let's say that was the OJs. Like, if I'm wrong, comment down below. Or if you say like, yo, you need to seek some medical advice. You need to get some mental advice, which I wholeheartedly agree on it, no whatsoever of those things. And maybe it was something that I ate, because sometimes if I eat pork before I go to sleep, I get some very weird dreams as well of just madness. That's those things. Another thing. So these two dreams are really recent, like a day ago and today, where I was hanging out with Miley Cyrus at a car dealership, just hanging out, chilling whatsoever. And then she was driving me back, and she basically had the school that I graduated from, Barry saxophone, in there. And just like, hey, I want you to take this and we go on tour. Let me show you a few factors. The things that I do know for myself. A, I have no relationship whatsoever or connections to Miley Cyrus whatsoever. I don't even exist. I'm somewhat a fan of her. I respect some of her content. I like some of it and some of the attitude, personality of it. Like I said, I am fully aware that I have no sort of relationship connections with Miley Cyrus. But why was, of all people, of those things? Just to make sure that I'm less crazy, just a little unwell. Name that song. Oh, the humor in me. And then this most recent one, where I had to go back to high school for some reason. Like, I had to go attend back high school. A, I'm 33. B, it would be unethical for a 33-year-old man to be hanging out with some high schoolers. That's just red flags all over. In this day and age, it will not happen. I know that's for sure. I hope so. It would be for sure. That I'd never have to go back of those things. But now that I'm thinking about a lot of those dreams and the hindsights that was defense mechanisms, which sort of have a little bit of a validity to me of it, thinking about it, is the fact of, hey, maybe it is a lot of defense mechanisms. Maybe I have to go think back a little bit on some things that were in the past, lessons that I need to go back and learn. Saying that I'm not going back to high school or going back to that college or ever going back to that church. But the thing is that, hey, I'm a extrovert. Surprisingly, if you know me personally, like, I need to hang out with some people. All those things. And I was also watching a video of Hines about seeing yourself in, I think we said like 10, 15 years. Are you able to see yourself in those things? And it got me really thinking of that too, because of just like, do I see myself teaching music in 10 years? It's like, ironically, maybe, possibly, of those things. But at the same time, when I was a lesson lead at the time, it was of things of, oh, I really truly enjoy this quote unquote management thing of getting people's students and all those things. It's almost as if it was kind of a little bit of the marketing, kind of sense of A&R-ness of it, of finding the talent. I did have to find instructors to be in it and really match up with those things, with students with those students. And granted, a lot of them that I did hire at the time were actually really good. They were really good. They were really successful. Because there were all the other ones that were already there and knew personally as well during the time because of instructor, which makes sense. Maybe a lot of them are suppressed memories. I don't know. I'm really just thinking of stuff. Then it's a lot of thinking about my mentality of this process and trying to do a little bit of adjustments in my life. For example, I don't know if you was able to hear my phone going off. At night, I started to not have my phone, my iPad next to me in bed. They were not reaching distance. I do have one iPad with me, but there's not a lot of things that are on it. It's an older iPad. I mainly use it if I have to write something down, because my bed is soft, and if I start writing, it would be a scribble mess. Then I have to turn the lights to read, all that stuff, and then like, hey, I could just use the iPad to write down whatever things that I'm using. So that iPad doesn't have any social media or any of that sort. It does have YouTube, but I don't use YouTube. I use it on the other iPad because it's the USB-C connection. Why did I say that? Oh, because I honestly has been getting better sleep without my phone being arm's length, reachable distance from me, where I do have to get out of bed to do stuff. And so I'm seeing the benefits of it, and it does lower my fight or flight anxieticalness. That is a new word, anxieticalness. I even said it wrong the second time. Of those things. Of it. It gives me less worry of like, okay, if I do get a call, something very important may happen, of those things. So it has been helping me with that. Whew. This is a very interesting thing to express myself. Also, it's getting uploaded as soon as I finish talking, and I have to edit it too. But at the same time, I'm just saying like, it's gonna be a easy edit because I'm not going to do any other. I'm not gonna have no music. It's not gonna have no fancy wording or anything like that. It's just basically just going to probably just cut off the quietness, and that's it about it. Because that's how I really want my express myself is. Actually, I'm gonna have a little bit of music. Screw that. I'm gonna have some music playing. It's just gonna be some low, chill music, a quarter of deal of it. See, I'm writing this down while I'm editing. I'm doing the video right now. Also, I do like using Little Buddy, just for the sense of, hey, even though it is that older Osmo Pocket 2, it's still got good face tracking as long as the lighting's good on me. So I might be using that as a connection for the Rodecaster for it. But at the same time, the audio quality from the thing is really good, especially when you're close to it, as you may see. Yeah, I would like to hear your inputs of those things. Let me know in the comment down below if I need to go seek some intentional mental health, which I honestly do need to, honestly. And now I gotta go edit this video. Oh yeah, I might just put the logo in just for to express myself. Keeping this in too.